What's poppin' YouTube? My name is Quentin, I'm the coach of the Equal Valley Equalian, and we are here for week number 2 of WPF Delta. This week we are playing Dashing Septile and his Seattle Sigilifts, however you would like to pronounce it. I'm going to input a team builder right here. We've got our team over on the left. If you haven't already seen the draft analysis, make sure you check that out. That'll explain the team and why I've picked up everything I've picked up. This week we're playing Dashing. Dashing team consists of Terra, Quavel, Latios, Heatran, Mew, Tinglu, Hisuian Zoroark, Primarina, Muck, Terra Rotom Fan, and Chargebug. For this week at WPF, I have a much less radical Raging Bolt set. Last week we had Terrifying Body Press. It was a fun set. Not one I expected to bring coming into this season, so it was cool that we got to try something more interesting right off the bat. This week we've got Terra Fairy, Calm Mind, Raging Bolt. It's can put up a lot of offensive pressure on a Dashing's team, since Terra Blast Fairy is very strong against all but Heatran and Muck, which Thunderbolt is very capable of breaking through Heatran. It does about half if it's max HP. Muck is it's a much bigger issue than I had realized in prep, so we don't actually have a lot to deal with it. I'm hoping we don't see it, which is really weird to say, as it is a Muck, but our team does not have a lot of ways of beating it, so I hope it does not show up. For EVs, we have max special attack with Modest Nature, 56 speed EVs to aggressively creep a Heatran, outspeeding one of our 80 speed Pokemon, and the rest of our EVs, which is about 200, are put into HP. This Raging Bull set is more than capable of acting as both a cleaner and a breaker, depending on where we're at in the game. Our Greninja set this week is a Life Orb Battle Bond set with the goal of cleaning up the endgame. Its moveset consists of Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, Sludge Wave, and Substitute. Sludge Wave allows it to hit Primarina for good damage, as Dual Stab covers pretty much the rest of the team. Substitute lets us get initiative on a switch in particular if Primarina is at a good amount of health. Substitute lets me get off 2 Sludge Wave hits without having to worry about predicting a switch in. If Quavel hasn't Terra'd, then it does deal with the dual stabs pretty well. But Sludge Wave is capable of 2-hit KOing depending on the investment. If he has I think it's 80 HP or something, that he needs to be able to live Sludge Wave. So if he has any less than that, then there is a role for us to 2-hit KO him. Overall, Greninja should be very capable of cleaning up an endgame if I can put it in a good situation. Next up, we have a very similar Empoleon set as we did last week. Latios and Hisuian Zoroark are both very problematic for my team offensively, so Empoleon is built to hopefully take on at least one of them. It's running Chople Berry, which allows it to live it lives 2 Aura Spheres from Specs Latios, 2 Focus Blasts from non-Specs Zoroark, and it even allows it to live a +1 close combat from Quavel if we are in a dire situation and need something to take that hit. It's rocking a moveset of Roar, Roost, Knockoff, and Flip Turn. Roar allows us to phase out a set of variant of any of those Pokemon if they try to step on Empoleon. Knockoff and Flip Turn are general support moves that allow us to disrupt the opposing team and slow pivot into our own threats. It should play a pretty similar role this week as it did last week. Next up, we got a physically defensive Mesprit set. It's fully supportive. There is not an attacking move on the team outside of U-turn to get Pokemon in. We've got Red Card Endure to force out a Quavel that has speed and attack boosts. It also has Stealth Rock and Healing Wishes for the rest of the team, and then it's got U-turn to get our threats in when possible. Not really much to say with the set. It's pretty basic. It's just max defense. It's fully supportive. It's really not going to be on the field for too long in the match. I'm going to try and hold it around as long as possible, at least until we can get Quavel in and see what kind of Quavel set it is. Then we can hopefully pop a Red Card, to send it off the field, stop its shenanigans. It's pretty what Mesprit's job is this week, to support the team and make sure we don't lose to that pesky Quavel. Next up, we've got Bramble making its debut this week. Tinglu's very capable hazard setter, so bringing our spinner in with boots this week only makes sense. Dashing's only removal is his on Quavel, which is not likely to run spin. If it does run spin, it's a lot easier to deal with. So Bramble takes advantage of that by setting up its own spikes. And then our other two moves this week are Power Whip and Shadow Sneak. I'm opting for no Poltergeist this week for a couple of reasons. One of our Empoleon's main goals this week is to bother the opposing team by knocking off their items. Poltergeist doesn't mix well with that. Also, the Zoroark running around makes spamming Poltergeist a lot more difficult than it otherwise would be. So I don't think that it's the best bring this week, even though it does mean that we are much more susceptible to Heatran and Muck. I realize that Muck is a much bigger issue than I had expected. We're running enough speed to outspeed Quavel. That's creeping one of our base 80s with max attack. The rest put into HP and then 4 defense EVs. Our last member this week is also a debut mon. It is a debut of Manshao, and this is a extremely typical Scarf Manshao. We've got enough speed to outspeed Mew. It allows us to revenge Mew, +1 Quavel, +1 Mew. It also just flat out outspeeds Zoroark or Latios if they're not Scarf, which is really nice. For our moveset, we've got Close Combat, Knockoff, Poison Jab, U-Turn. Close Combats are Stab, Knockoff for Latios and Zoroark, as well as just remove items in general. Poison Jab for Primarina, and then U-Turn for Momentum. It's the planned lead for this week, and it fares pretty well to most of the team. However, if I see a Latios lead, I'm not saying it. Even if it's Zoroark, I can't afford to risk it being a Scarf Latios and just outright killing our Mienshao. Hopefully Mienshao is able to chip down the Tinglu a bit. That's the main thing that's standing in the way of Greninja winning outside of the Muck, which again, I pray does not show up because that thing is annoying. Way more annoying than I thought building this team. But yeah, that's the team for this week. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the battle. So from Terra Preview, we know that he knows that I have Terra Fairy Raging Bolt. I know that he has Terra Dark Quavel, which is not what I was expecting, but I can definitely see it. I was expecting Ground more likely, but Dark does make sense to help with the Mesprit, especially since that is what I'm planning to do with. Charge-a-Bug! Charge-a-Bug showed up. Wow. Okay. No Heatran is great. No Prim is fine. Charge-a-Bug showed up. Wow. Okay. My lead was Mienshao. What would I lead instead? It would have to be like Raging Bolt, right? I could lead Mienshao, and then if he leads Charge-a-Bug, I just U-turn out into the Raging Bolt, because I don't think it can do anything to me. I can probably Yawn me. That Charge-a-Bug is low-key probably going to be annoying. Alright, we're still going to lead with Mienshao. That's the plan. I'm not going to deviate from it yet. I guess we'll just see. I'm assuming Charge-a-Bug's going to lead. I'll probably just U-turn off. Alright, good luck, have fun dashing. I'm assuming that it's going to be Charge-a-Bug lead then with webs, though honestly it is pretty fat. It's going to be kind of annoying. I'm assuming it's going to have Yawn. I'm pretty sure it still gets Yawn. Sadness, is that Charge-a-Bug? Okay. This thing's probably physically defensive. Charge-a-Bug does still get Yawn, right? Just want to make sure before I get Yawned. It doesn't have Yawn. Never mind. I thought it had Yawn. Maybe it lost it. Okay. I don't see reason. Even if this is Zoroark, it doesn't Oko me, so I think I just U-turn. Okay, that's fine. I get a little bit of chip on it. It's probably very physically bulky, if I had to guess. Highlight. U-turn it did like probably 12%. Yeah, it's probably like, it looks like it's about max physically bulky. I don't think this thing gets really anything to punish Raging Bolt. Not really. Volt Switch, which is fine. I can live with that. I think I'm just gonna go hard Raging Bolt. No Muck is nice, because I was actually really worried about the Muck. I think I'm just gonna go Raging Bolt. I'm not seeing anything that this thing really threatens me with. I mean, like, it might have Light Screen. It just clicks Sticky Webs, that's fine. This thing does get Poison Jab. I don't think it has it, but I see no reason to. He could be like Skitter Smack. That would make sense. To drop my special attack. So it does 39. It does about 40 to 47 with Terra Blast. If this is physically defensive, what does Skitter Smack do? It shouldn't do that much. It does 7% if it's not invested. I think I just Calm Mind. I don't really want to Terra yet. I don't see any reason to Terra in front of this thing. I just Calm Mind. If he volts, he probably just volts, which is fine. He volts, yeah, that's fine. That does 10 HP. So what is coming in here? It could be the Tinglu, in which case I just Terra Blast. I just want chip on it. Anui? I don't. It's that one. Okay, it's Tinglu. That's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna Terra Blast. Terra Blast If it's weakness policy, that would be annoying. It could be weakness policy, honestly. It still shouldn't kill me though, I don't think, unless it's like offensively invested. +2, no, it shouldn't be killing me ever, unless it's maybe super offensively invested. Let's see, we do 60% ruination. That's fine. That is consistent. With 60, yeah, that's consistent. So we do kill it here if he stays in. I'm sure he just wanted chip on this thing, which obviously is worse for me. But I needed this thing at least chipped. So I just go for a Terra Blast and I kill this thing. Perfect. Okay. So now I do believe I'm in range of... I'm at +1. I might not be in range, actually. Of... Zoroark or Latios. Latios. If it's specs, I might be in range. I'm at +1. That's doing 31 max if it's not specs. It's doing 46. I should be just out of range of that. And then I think Zoroark's probably doing less. It should be a bit weaker. Shadow Ball is... yeah, Shadow Ball's not killing. Envy, that's the Latios. Does this thing... it might be just Trick Scarf. Honestly, that's not the worst thing for me. Does this thing have, like, Flash Cannon or something? I don't think it does. It doesn't have Poison Move. It doesn't. A Trick's very possible. +1. Terra Blast definitely nukes it. Because this is Luster Purge, which is, like, 90 base power. 95, yeah. I could keep this thing around. I don't think I'm getting another +2. I think I'm just gonna take my damage on Terra Blast. Psyshock. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, it didn't kill. Cool. Okay, this means that I still have it alive, so if I find myself in a situation where I can get a Healing Wish off with Mesprit, Renewable can definitely still do something. At the very least, we traded 2 Mons with it. So, even if nothing comes of the Raging Bolt later on in the game, we still traded for the Tinglu, and we traded for the Latios, which were both huge threats. Embarrassment Pokemon fan. Is this the Quaquavel? No, it's Mew. Okay. This is fine. This thing... the Zoroark is still here. I think I can just go out to Kowalski, because I don't think this thing... well, okay. For one, with the Latios dead, Kowalski's not quite as important, though it is still nice. And with this Mew at +1, I don't think it can kill me with anything. But let me make sure. And I can roar it out. If it's a +1 Earthquake. So Earthquake does 2 KO me from here. But I think that's probably a chance I'm willing to take right now to keep the Raging Bolt as healthy as possible. I think there's still a decent chance that this is Zoroark that came in and not Mew. It kind of depends on what kind of a Mew he has. Yes, Sticky Webs are up. I do need to remember that. Unfortunately, competitive is not helpful here. Light Screen. Okay. That is annoying. Definitely annoying. Embarrassment does not... oh, it's too many letters. That's why. Okay, so it screens Mew. I'm guessing it's probably Light Clay then. Honestly, I probably just want to knock off. It shouldn't be weakness policy. If it is, I can roar it. I can probably roar it. I think I just knock off. Because I don't really get anything from roaring it right now. Because he just goes out into another Pokemon, which will be annoying. Unless it goes like Charge, but that'd be like the best case scenario probably. But I think I just knock off. Get rid of an item. Taunts, that's fine. I get rid of your Light Clay, I'm assuming. So you can't get it reflect up. It's Taunt. Okay. That's fine. That does a good amount of damage. Likely, yeah. Okay. That's fine. So it's probably taunt dual screens. Do I just knock again? It doesn't have a way to like... It could be like Nightshade, I suppose. I mean, it could have a way to hit me, but... I think I probably just knock again for damage. Because this thing doesn't have a way to heal itself. If he switches, I get an item off. He clicks reflect, okay. I'm also wasting turns by doing this. If he switches anything in, it's losing an item. So, like, this is a very slow process, but I also don't lose anything from doing this right now. Yeah, like, even if Kokwavo comes in hard, I still live a hit with the Chopple. It could be like knockoff last move, honestly. I could see that being the case. This is all clearly set up to... Okay, he switches. I get an item off something. I get item off the Kokwavo. That's nice. What is that item? It's boots. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, now here's this question. Was Zoroark around still? I mean, if it locks into Shadow Ball at any point, I could very well lose. Depending on what the situation is. I think I probably roar. I'd rather keep this thing around for later if the Kokwavo comes back in. If you click CC now, it's not the worst thing in the world for me. It's not great, but I trade this thing, which I don't mind at this point. I said the Zora could be annoying, but also he's not at +1, so he's not killing me. Yeah, I think I just roar. He can't set up. Yeah, he can't set up. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro. Nah. Not in my house. Alright, get him out. That's nice. We're wasting turns. That's all we want. What comes in? Charge bug. Okay. So this thing probably is going to volt switch on me, which is fine. I just knock off, get rid of the item. I get rid of the Violet. I don't think it should be doing that much with volt switch. Definitely isn't enough to put me in range. Because the Mew clearly isn't going to be very threatening with the set it has. It's threatening by itself. Yeah, it does 20, which is good damage considering it's a charge bug with 55 special attack. I still knock off to get rid of the item. Because I should be in range. Oh, it's faster. Oh, right, I'm -1 speed. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright, that's not the best case scenario. I should have flipped turn. I didn't even think about that, honestly. He just goes back out into Duck, and then he clicks CC this time. Oh, he went out to Mew. Okay, that's fine. I'm assuming he's going to click Taunt. I'm just going to click Flip Turn. Actually, wait, how many teams are left on screens? How many turns on screens? 1 on Reflect, 2 on Light Screen. No, that's 1 out of 5. Okay, so there's 2 more on Light Screen, 1 more on Reflect. Okay. He probably just clicks he probably clicks Taunt. I'm gonna click Knock Off. I'm surprised he went out to this and not the Duck. I click Knock Off. Oh, he withdrew again. Okay. I should have clicked Flip Turn. Yeah, he's gonna go out with the Duck, isn't he? Okay. I forgot about the light clay being knocked off by that. Okay. I don't think I roar. I think he clicks CC. I want to go hard Bramblegast. I mean, he doesn't have a reason to click like Spinner here. I guess he could click knockoff if he's expecting, but that seems like kind of a ballsy play here. I think I probably flip turn. I'm fine with trading this thing. I'm just gonna flip turn. Yeah, he didn't click CC. I didn't think so. Or he clicked CC. I didn't think he clicked Swords again. Okay, flip turn. I should live. I live. So I have this thing alive as a sack, which is nice. This flip turn should be doing a small amount of damage, like probably 15%. Yeah, that's not bad damage. So Greninja doesn't outspeed. I'm fine going Bramblegast. I click Spin. Do I even need to click? I can just go click Power Whip. I outspeed this thing. I should outspeed this thing. I hope he's not running a weird. I hope that he did creep. If he didn't creep, I'm kind of screwed. I might be screwed. Okay. I go Brambleghast. I'm hoping he either switches, expecting me to be faster, or I think he might switch, honestly. I think I just spin. I'm just gonna spin, because he dies otherwise. I don't think he can afford... Yeah, he can't afford to stay in. I get a spin off. Oh, the Zoroark's alive. Oh, no. I forgot about the Zoroark being alive. Ah, shit. I fucked up. Oh, no. I should have clipped Power Whip. I forgot the Zoroark was alive. Oh, that's bad. Okay. That was a complete misplay on my part. I didn't even think... I completely forgot about that. Alright. I think I just sack the Empoleon now. I sack the Empoleon. Oh, that was a major... I should have clicked Power Whip. I completely forgot that Zoroark was there. Okay. Alright. Let's make a better play next time. Alright. We still have it alive, so we can still... And we did force it out, so... Probably clicks like Shadow Ball. I'm assuming he's gonna... I'm gonna assume he's some sort of a choice set. Shadow Ball. Okay. I'm in a rough spot. Do you die? Ooh. I might have to go Mienshao, click knockoff. Because Mienshao doesn't die to anything. It shouldn't die to anything. I don't think it... Yeah, it shouldn't die to anything. Zoroark probably does kill me if it's not... Like, if it's just... a neutral set. Focus Blast, yeah, it does kill me. It doesn't kill Mienshao though, right? Wait, I thought Mienshao didn't die. Did I fuck up? Alright, I guess we're going Gren. We're going Gren, hoping he doesn't... And he's, playing Dark Pulse. Okay, he probably goes Quavel or he goes Charge-a-Bug. He went Charge-a-Bug. Okay, that's fine. That did a good amount of damage. Maybe keeping the Raging Bolt around is not the play at this point. I like how he... I don't... Maybe it's how he shuffled the team around, but he didn't put the Zoroark at the back. I don't think he... No, I think he put the Zoroark at the back. I think he just messed up. I could be wrong, though. What do I want? Okay, so I think I either go Brambleghast on the Bolt, and then let the Zoroark back in and sack Raging Bolt to it, or I sack Raging Bolt here and I get a clean switch onto whatever comes in. I think I sack the Raging Bolt, honestly. This might be a misplay, but I don't think it's going to be that helpful in the endgame. Okay. The new comes back in. Honestly, I kind of like going Gren and subbing. I don't know what the last move is my concern. I don't think I kill it with anything from here. If I go out to you, I click Power Whip and force. Man, this is risky, but I'm gonna go Gren. It's very risky. I go Gren and I click Substitute. I don't know what the last move is. He could click Taunt. I don't know if he clicks Taunt. Misty Explosion. Oh, fuck me. God damn. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. I didn't think about... Oh, I lived. Oh, wait, is that enough to pop a sub? Please tell me that's enough for a sub. Please tell me it's enough for a sub. I thought I died. Please tell me it's enough for a sub. I mean, either way. No, I don't have enough. Fuck. Man. I miss playing like fucking hell. Alright. Great game last week. This game is not playing well this game. I mean, I would have gotten one hit off and died anyways, so maybe this is better. The Mews at least dead, I guess. Here's the issue. Is he can just click... Do I have a way to win this endgame? I don't know if I do. How much health is that at? That is the Quavel. So he just clicked Aqua Step. I guess I could just go hard out into. That's not the worst thing. I'm assuming he can just click Aqua Step and kill me. I think he does that because that's worse for me. I'm gonna go straight out into, because I don't think you die to a Terra Dark without. I have to go. I have to risk it. All right. Click. I mean, I guess if you click Storage, that's also fine. I should click Power Whip, man. He clicks Terra Dark. Did he click Knockoff? I don't think he kills me if he clicks Knockoff. I don't think he kills me. He doesn't kill me. He has to, yeah. He does not kill me. He clicked Rock Step. Cool. Get out. Is that a crit? Did I read that? Did I see that right? Was that a crit? That definitely was a crit. No, that definitely was a crit. Okay, Charge a Bug. That's... Unfortunately, at this point in the game, my mic shut off and I had failed to notice I was so enthralled. Healing Wish, the light went off in my head right here when the Charge Bug came in. I Healing Wish into the Greninja, get it back up to full, and I'm in a much better position for the end game. I was in a very tough spot. I was worried that I was kind of screwed, but leaving the Charge Bug out here puts me in still a very winnable position, though it's still going to be tight for sure. Unfortunately, there's not really a clear switching here because none of my Pokemon are able to kill the Charge Bug from where it's at. Greninja does like around 40%. Bremogast doesn't have Poltergeist, and Spin isn't possible with Zoroark still in the back. Mienshao can knock off the Eviolite, but if it's like, I think it has Nuzzle, or otherwise, even if it has Lake Discharge, I don't want to get it parried, so it's a really tough spot to be put in. But I ended up going Bremogast to hopefully predict a switch. Instead, Spin isn't really possible here. I really had no choice but to predict the switch into Zoroark. He really couldn't afford to let webs go down, otherwise he pretty much just lost to the Greninja from where it's at. So he brought in Zoroark, and fortunately Bremogast KO'd it. I was not sure if I OHKO'd it, but Bremogast is the GOAT, and he is strong enough to just flat out kill this thing, which is great. This puts us in a much better spot. The Zoroark was really annoying. However, with the Bremogast, or not, with the Quavel still around, losing this game is still extremely possible. At this point though, I had no switching, so I just had to go for Rapid Spin, hope that get rid of the webs, and then if he clicks Aqua Step, that's fine. That's what I assumed he was going to click. Yeah, he clicks Aqua Step. Bramble takes it well. And now I still outspeed him because of the speed boost from Rapid Spin, so I click Power Whip. If I miss the Power Whip, he clicks Aqua Step again, I flat out lose. But if he doesn't click Aqua Step, I can now go on to Mienshao, which revenges this thing because it's Scarf and there's no webs up, so I outspeed it. Or I just hit the Power Whip and kill, which is exactly what happens. Best case scenario, Bremogast is the GOAT. I love this monster so much. It's such good value for like 6 points, whatever. I think it was 6 points. Like, I don't know. I would rather have it than a lot of the other, like, I'd rather have it than Decidueye, truthfully. Like, it's so good. I love it so much. But even with this, we're not fully out of the woods yet. With the Charging Bug still around, it is a little under half. But again, I don't kill it with anything directly, so my option is pretty much either to sack Bremogast to it to get it low enough for Greninja to kill, or I switch into like Mienshao and try and pivot around with it, but it's really dicey. It's not really worth risking it, I don't think. Whereas if I just use Bremogast to chip it down, I can at least put it in range of Greninja to guaranteed kill it. So that's what I ultimately ended up doing. I ended up choosing to sack a differential in order to guarantee the win, as opposed to like potential, like realistically would I have necessarily thrown the win if I went Mienshao? No, but it was a potential lose con, whereas I just click Shadow Sneak with Bremogast, get it into range of Greninja, and it's fine. So ultimately, like, the Healing Wish play didn't end up mattering as much for getting Greninja healthy as it did for just stopping the Charjabug from switching out and being able to get momentum in with Bramble Gas. Regardless, the game was really close. I misplayed at multiple points throughout the game. Dashing said he also misplayed, so it's not, definitely wasn't the best game from either of us, but overall, the results what matters. We do end up picking up the win, 2-0 win, so now 2-0 plus 6 on the season, which is a very good start overall. I'm very happy with it. Raging Bolt now has 5 kills on the season. Greninja now has 3 kills on the season. And surprisingly, it probably didn't. It wasn't aware to me throughout the game. Charjabug picks up 3 kills that game. It killed the Raging Bolt with the Volt Switch. I sacked it to it. It killed the Bramble Gas at the end, and then it also technically gets the Healing Wish kill from Mesprit because Mesprit Healing Wish in front of it. So it was a cool game. It was a close game. But yeah, so GG's to Dashing. Make sure to check out everyone's links in the description. That's all for me today. This is Quinn, signing off.